Okay, this is gonna be the first game we hop in. Playing Sibon's mid-range Magmar deck, and it looks like we're against Cassyva. That's Cassyva, right? I always
Hmm.
confuse. Oh, yeah, it says it right there. I confuse those two generals for whatever reason. Okay, so my intuition is to throw back the
The
Sunset
yeah,
and
the
this.
Paragon. I'd keep the Shroud. I'd get rid of the Thumping.
Okay. And is this just. Do you play this out on turn one if you don't have a better play?
Not against Cassyva because they
No.
have too many pings.
Okay.
Right here, I would replace a natural selection
Right, because we probably don't need two yet.
and flash out Elkion.
Okay. So you do flash out Elkion rather aggressively here.
Hmm.
Okay. And you just flash it out kind of diagonal?
Yeah, exactly.
Standard. Standard. I always go to the bottom. I know like it's symmetrical top and bottom, but
I
I
do as well.
I always go to the bottom for whatever reason.
So Metamorphosis and Veteran Silithar. I mean, wow, Metamorphosis is pretty good. Veteran Silithar, especially against Cassyva, is very weak
Right, and
because it
that's
dies the Bloodborne and general attack.
right. That's because the eggs, of course.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so that's a card we don't see much.
No.
The Inkhorn Gaze. Now we have a few
Okay.
cards we don't necessarily need right now, being
There are
this.
a few replace options. Either Veteran Silithar, Mandrake, or Metamorphosis.
Hmm. Now I'm thinking this is almost never useful
Yeah, that's fair.
because a general attack and a ping kills it.
Okay, well, I suppose just take center and natural selection.
And you do okay, so you do aggressively natural selection, even just to
Yeah,
healing mistake.
especially since we would overdraw if
Oh right, okay, okay.
we didn't.
A lot of expensive cards we're getting.
Yeah, this isn't great.
Fortunately, they haven't developed too much on the board yet. And they got a battle pet off the Inkhorn, but battle pets aren't that effective against Both just because
Hmm.
you can buff up a little bit and not take too many hits from them. Hopefully,
They usually die after they attack you once.
yeah. That's why Thumping Wave tends to be a little better in Voth than it is in Starhorn.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't have to eat as many attacks from the little hopping bunnies.
Taketti does have a nice synergy with Thumping Wave, but I still wouldn't really consider it worth it. Oh, okay. Well, there's a battle pet that doesn't die after a Bloodborne. Hmm. So, at this point, we can probably replace Metamorphosis. And that's good. That's very good.
Okay.
So, I would
My thought is we move vertically,
mm,
buff our
Bloodborne.
guy, and play it back here so we eat all the attacks
I'd maybe play the Sunsteel below above her general.
above the general. Okay. And why is that the positioning choice?
Just because you want to be aggressive against Cassyva because she has a better late game than you do, and I trade damage, maybe.
Okay. So I sped right through that.
Okay, that's hitting that. Hopefully we don't lose the 50-50. Okay. So we lost both of the 50-50s there.
Right, because it could have attacked us and it could have
Hmm.
placed it under us.
Yeah,
Okay. So she's
that's annoying.
probably attacking into that.
Hmm. Next turn might just have to be an Earth Sphere turn.
Right. I mean, that's not too bad. It would have been a little better if we traded damage.
Yeah.
Although we can trade damage this turn and go to 17 and then back to 25.
Hmm.
So
It's still
that's
an efficient Earth Sphere. It's just not
yeah.
a great tempo play.
Right. Yeah. I just
Okay.
wanted to see what they play, of course.
All right. And a Crawler. Yeah, that's fine. This would be a really good natural selection.
Right. So we
Maybe
were
get rid of Metamorphosis again.
trying again.
There we go.
Okay. So
So, is that worth it here?
my thought is
I
they don't have
say,
many cards.
yeah, it probably is worth it. You can natural selection the Sojourner and shroud the 2/1, and then go face.
Right. And then do we do move down
Take
here
center.
all the way? Yeah. Shroud right here, right here. Is it
Um,
significantly different or
I think just in front of it shouldn't make the world of difference, but
right?
and
I
then we
mean,
can War Beast next turn.
yeah, and we'll notice that the mandrakes are getting relatively inexpensive
Yeah, in a turn or two we can play both of those, and that'll be a big swing turn.
Right, so we're still watching out for. I mean, turn 6 or turn 7 or 7 mana. It's not really turn 7 is always pretty big for Cassyva.
Yeah, 7
Because
mana onwards is very scary.
yeah, we're looking at these spectral revenants, which is just kind of always the huge issue. Unfortunately, she's mostly played out. It looks like kind of low value cards so far, so
Hmm.
her hand isn't too full. And we do have the Earth Sphere to.
Okay. So nothing too threatening will come out this turn. Colano will probably be the worst thing. Oh, okay. In this situation, there are a few options. There's the... We'll definitely move down 2.
Right.
Take that tile. There is the potential for Warbeast Bloodborne attack or Grove Lion Bloodborne attack. And they both have their pros and cons. I would probably, seeing as that crawler is dispelled and it's not really doing much, I'd probably just play the Grove Lion
You play
behind.
behind you, General. Okay.
Just protect it from the crawler. And Bloodborne attack face.
And we want to keep the cards in our hand, I think.
Yeah, this is a great hand.
These all seem exactly what we're looking for.
Because if she revenants that Grove Lion, you don't take damage from the revenant.
Right. Unless she were to. She could run in the
Yeah,
crawler or her face or something.
She can pop the Force Field first, but then that's still 2 damage.
Dark Transformation seems pretty good for us.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we don't care that that's a Wraithling, really. And, oh wow, yeah. So, we almost wanted her to play a minion, so we
Right.
could play the Mandrakes, but it's fine.
Right, because if she would have played a minion, the first one would be 2, but if we played a Mechanter, it would be 1 and 0.
Yeah, exactly.
So we could have got a huge turn.
Okay, maybe replace Elkion. Hans is really good, and... Okay. So we can, in theory, play double Mandrake now.
Now, do we just go for that because we think the worst thing she can do is throw out a Revenant and trade with 1, and she's very close to being lethaled?
Yeah, I think that will be right.
Okay, are we moving? I think we're moving to attack, right?
Yeah, move 2 up.
Even though we take some damage.
And maybe I would flash Warbeast.
Right.
Because you don't really care with that being on board.
And we're just trading off here. And now, do we want to play the Mandrakes in any particular spot before we...
Yeah, I would play 1 behind her. And 1 in front of her. And then go face with that, and go face with General.
Okay, so we're at 14 now, effective 13. She can't attack us with her General, because she'll die.
Yeah, she can't have lethal. Okay, there's a law, which means no Revenant.
Right, and she needs to put up something in front of us because we can just walk forward for the lethal too.
Yep, okay. Mandrake trades with Klaxon and we kill her with face.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good.
So yeah, that was a pretty good game. It seemed like that that wasn't a great draw for us either.
No, at the start that was pretty bad.
But we had that big swing turn with the Mandrakes, and it looked like that just put her in a position where she couldn't do anything. So how's the matchup here? I know
This is
Plasma
okay.
Storm's a very good card.
You want to keep the Plasma, you want to get rid of Mandrake and probably Thumping Wave.
Okay. Now Earth Sphere is also a card we could throw back. Does it?
Yeah, you could throw back the Earth Sphere or the Thumping Wave. It depends on what kind of vet it is. We really have no way of knowing, so
Okay.
I'd go with this for now. And we drop again. Yeah, throw back Mandrake. Okay, well, looks like we're skipping turn 1.
Now, when you skip turn 1 like this, does it change your we can't? It's going to be difficult for us to compete with the board in a really strong way. Although now we have just a pretty easy.
Still really, maybe throw back the Earth Sphere now. Still really want a 2-drop, no 2-drop, so just takes enter, natural selection.
Right. Now, had we not, got such an easy, had they developed, multiple minions, do you ever just kind of start backing off and just trying to eat huge value with the plasma storm and then get back in the game that way?
Yeah, if you're gonna tank way too much face damage going forwards, then going back and trying to clear the board with plasma later is always an option, or like War Beast or what have you. That's annoying.
Right, especially since it sort of restricts our movement a little bit.
So I'd replace Elkion. We have a full hand. That's not really going to get value. Perhaps so. Bloodborne kill Falcius, play young Silithar, or Bloodborne move down and play the Sunsteel, let him ramp into 6. Which, considering we have Thumping for Amara, wouldn't be too bad. So I think we play the Sunsteel.
Okay, and do we play it aggressively
Just in front of us.
in front of us?
He can clear it, like in front, like right in front of the
Oh,
general.
fun. Okay, so yeah, I sort of the orientation I mix up sometimes.
Pax will do that, which is fine.
Now, if our opponent doesn't clear the Sunsteel for whatever reason, or even if he does, we still have an opportunity for a pretty good plasma storm.
Yeah, yeah.
If he doesn't use, the Falcius.
Let's see what this will be.
It's only 5. Oh, another Falcius.
Okay, that's annoying. But it is good plasma.
Right, and then this is a pack. So I'm thinking we hit the packs.
Hit the Pax and... Okay, well, first replace young Silithar. Sadly, we kind of want that. Okay, Shroud is good. Yeah, hit the Pax and move one up.
Do you move one up here?
And then hit the Pax Plasma Storm. That Earthsphere would have been nice, but hard to tell the game was going to go like this.
Yeah, I mean, so, we're certainly behind some life total, but we are up in cards by a decent amount. We have a full 6 to their 3.
And Vitruvian decks often don't play draw cards, they just rely on First Wish and Inner Oasis to kind of cycle. This might be difficult for him to recover. That's unfortunate. Okay, there's the third Falcius. That is quite unfortunate.
But in this situation, we have a really good Mechanter.
Hopefully
Right
this plays
here.
into War Beast. No,
Not
okay.
quite. I mean, I would think that it's still worth doing, right?
Yeah, you... Okay, I think replace Tiger now. Okay, that could be useful later on. But...
Move up, hit the obelisk, and then War Beast it.
Yeah, yeah.
And this, whenever you can War Beast a 0 attack minion, you consider that pretty solid.
And we know he can't Falcius to kill this.
Right, we've eaten 3 of those already. We'd like to get, I'd imagine, a Earth Sphere at some point. Just to keep us a little bit safe.
I don't think that's bad, but we can Thumping still, so it's not the end of the world. So maybe replace Tiger again. Okay. You could even Shroud it and play Paragon. Would be another play.
Shrouded, do we take a step sideways in Paragon here so we hit both?
Or Thumping. What can we play on top of Thumping? Just the Mystic. And
Yeah,
the
unfortunately
Bloodborne.
we don't have a great follow up.
So I'd say the Shroud Pony play would be
Shroud
correct.
here.
Mhm.
It's dying anyways, right?
Yeah. And then move back one
Back one, okay.
and Pony.
Now, why do you move back instead of just moving kind of up here?
Well, he has to kind of move forwards, and it plays around Star's Fury a tiny bit. If that was his only play, then that's saving 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay, this is just unfortunate. He's top decking that over and over. We can...
We could thumping Grove Lion to eat the kin.
need to flash
Right,
Grove
flash the
Lion.
Grove Lion. We could put, and it's still at 3 health, so he can't just
Yeah, I
general
think
it
that's
all.
good. I think that's good. Thumping that, flash Grove Lion, Bloodborne.
I think we can Bloodborne also. And would you put it right here?
No, I'd put it so his general can't reach it.
Back here.
Vet in particular has trouble dealing with not being able
Things
to
they
reach
can't
things.
reach, right? Yeah, Entropic, Dominate Will. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So we won't take anything from this.
Mhm.
And,
So we're running a bit low on cards ourselves now.
right. But thumping gives us a good answer to his most powerful play, which is Amari Healer.
And he would only have one of those left.
Right.
Okay, that's annoying.
Right, but he has to run both those in the Grove Lion.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, now we have lethal, right?
Um,
Mercantor thumping?
yeah, the candle thumping is lethal.
Right. I mean, I think in that situation he's not supposed to attack because it plays around.
It plays like tiger thumping, elucidator thumping,
Right,
double tiger.
Right, he doesn't necessarily know our deck, but just you always have
Every
to.
Magmar deck has at least one of those things.
Right, the thumping Mercantor is a combo that you'll run into pretty much every time. And I think those are pretty quick. Do you think we have one more?
Okay.
You have one more in you? Oh, okay. We might give it to Diamond sometime. I was trying to play the Vesper deck and did not make a lot of progress the other day. I'm gonna need Jim Jams to show me what I was doing because I was embarrassing myself on stream the other night.
Okay, this is...
Is Cassyva? Is that Cassyva again? Okay, yes.
Okay, we got a 2-drop this time. Maybe
No,
replace
probably only
Mystic
need
and
one, right?
Not Mandrake, Mercantor.
Mercantor.
Yeah. Okay, so
Do you
I think replace Earth Sphere.
right?
And okay, so yeah, since we have the Elkion in hand, I'm happy just playing Flash Sunsteel. Just right in front.
Right in front of us?
Mhm.
Okay, so you're not looking to develop this on the next turn?
Not necessarily. We have a... If she plays something on that tile, it's dying. So she probably won't do that regardless.
Right, it could be like an ooze or something. Right, so she's
Yeah,
backing up, okay.
She's gonna let us have it. And there's the use. Very defensively. Right here, I would just look to push the advantage, take the tile and play a Sunsteel in front of the Sunsteel.
Just right in front?
Mhm.
So we don't want
Make a conga line.
So we don't want the ooze to get eaten?
No, and I replace the Healing Mystic.
Toss to Mystic, yeah. And just run up.
Okay.
So we're pressuring pretty hard right now.
Yeah, yeah. This is difficult to overcome.
And the ooze is looking a bit slow.
So, lure, I'm assuming? Okay, Sphere of Darkness.
Yeah, Sphere's not that effective because it does one at the end, so it doesn't knock off the shield, so she could do
pop the force
3.
field. She needs to pop the force field and do 2
damage, and then yeah, so it's not as effective as like the ping, which will just knock off the shield immediately.
And
Okay.
Blood Tear. Okay,
So
well
she's gonna be
that'll
able
do
to
it.
kill it.
But she does take 2. And that's it. Alright. So, I would replace one of the Elkions.
Right, yeah. And we're not high on cards, but
So, probably here. Okay, so definitely move 2 to the right with Sunsteel and hit face.
2 to the right. Right, so getting the 4 damage in for free is very appealing.
I think taking the 1 damage from the Shadow Creep is worth it, and just moving on to that.
Right here?
Yep. killing Blood Tear to stop her taking the tile, and playing Bloodborne Healing Mystic.
Okay. So we want this ooze to kill itself. We don't want to have to
Yeah.
take 6 or anything from it. In Mystic, do you play it maybe here so we can threaten the tile?
Yeah, I like playing it there.
And we're just healing ourselves. Because Sunsteel manages never to take damage.
Plasma's potentially good.
Right, yeah, if we ever manage to lose the board.
Oh, good. We won the 1 in 3 spawn.
Oh yeah, ooze for whatever reason can summon it on a tile that's already taken.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, but I'm thankful for that. So, can't imagine he has a great play.
Right, we've managed to position so they don't have a great Grasp of Agony, which is a decent way to kill a Sunsteel if they use the ping and set it up. Okay.
Okay, so there's the Colonel, but
I mean, that's one of
that
her
means not much else is happening.
better cards. Connor just makes it so hard to race damage.
Yeah.
I just don't think you race damage when it's on the board. No.
Replace Flash at this point, I think, and hope for natural selection. Aw.
Do you ever just kill off the
I think just Plasma.
plasma?
Mhm.
Just mana efficient?
Move 1 down with Sunsteel. Punch. And then probably move onto the other tile with General and Punch.
The other Shadow Crypto?
Mhm.
And we're just trying to restrict her movement?
Yeah, restrict her movement as much as possible. Our health isn't a concern right now.
Right.
Her health is.
I mean,
We could have lethal next turn for all
right,
she
we are
knows.
threatening lethal.
Mhm.
We do have the Bloodborne plus the Tiger is lethal damage.
And we could have Thumping Wave. Oh, okay.
So we cleaned that up pretty quick. So a good set of games. Even though we dealt with having no 2-drops in a deck that does play a fair amount of 2-drops.
Yeah, you've got 8 2-drops and then double Flash and 6 4-drops you can play with Flash.
Right. So yeah, that was a little bit uncommon, but I think we handled it well, and I think it had a lot of tools even against the Vitruvian where we said we were lacking the Egg Morph. The Thumping Waves really
Yeah, the Thumping Wave and the Shroud.
were very effective. And in the Sunset actually kind of came up big. And the Grove Lion came up in a couple games actually.
Yeah, that was good.
So yeah, good set of games. Thanks for taking the time. And we'll
No problem.
hopefully people will. I mean, this is a low spirit deck. Honestly, it's about I think 3,500 spirit.
Let me just check. Yep, 3,440.
And you use this to make the finals of a pretty big tournament. So this is people could jump right into pretty successful play, I think. So yeah,
Definitely.
thanks for everything, and hopefully people enjoy it.